Are you recording?
Yes, now it's recording.
All right, so today we talked about pronouns. We said that we have subject pronouns and we have object pronouns. Very good. Subject pronouns come before the verb and object pronouns come after the verb. So you can remember that. So we have singular pronouns and plural ones. I, you, he, she, it are singular. Please read the plural ones. Everybody?
We, you, they.
They are plural. On the other side, we have object pronouns. They are?
Me, you, he, her, it, us, you, them.
Very good. So you could say, for example, he hit me. Or I kissed her. What kind of a sentence was that? I don't know.
The good
All right,
one.
so these ones come before the verb, and those ones come after the verb. All right, on the other side, we talked about possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns, it could be a possessive adjective or a possessive pronouns. Possessive adjectives, like all adjectives, come before a noun. They come before a noun. So you say my book, my car. Let's read them together, everyone. My, your, his, her, its, our, your, their. I put an N next to all of them so that you understand that they cannot come alone. So you can't say, for instance, this is, for example, your. You have to say this is your book. This is your car. On the other side, we have possessive pronouns that are used instead of the possessive adjective and the noun that follows it. So you could say mine. Yes, this is my book, it is.
Mine.
This is your car, it is.
Yours.
Next, his.
Hers, its, ours, yours, theirs.
Theirs, very good. Now, what could be confusing is that his is both a possessive adjective and a possessive pronoun. That's right. In, let's say, tests, in proficiency tests, they play on this because people get confused. Next, we are going to be talking about another type of pronoun, which is called reflexive and emphatic pronouns. Why do we call them reflexive? Reflexive and emphatic, they're the same pronouns, but different usage. When the subject and object are the same, we use reflexive pronoun. So, I saw myself in the mirror. I saw me. We don't say that. We say, I saw
Myself.
the next one. Yourself. Himself. Herself. Itself. That's right. With the plural ones, we have to focus on the change of F to V. We have wolf, which changes to wolves. Leaf, which changes to
Leaves.
knife, which changes to
Knives.
loaf, which changes to
Loaf.
and self changes to
Selves.
selves. So let's get back here. We say our, your,
Selves.
them.
Selves.
Very good. Now, this was the reflexive usage. We also have the same pronouns being used to emphasize. In this case, we call them emphatic. It's the same pronoun, but a different usage. When we want to emphasize on the subject, we use the emphatic pronoun after the subject. So let's say you and I have a conversation with each other, and I say that I met Tom. Oh, it's not Tom, it's his brother. No, I myself saw him. It's not him, it's his brother. No, I saw Tom himself. When I say I saw Tom himself, it means that it was Tom and not his brother. When I say I myself saw him, it means that I didn't hear about it, I myself saw it. That's why we call it emphatic. We are there to emphasize.
Emphasize to person, not to verb.
emphasize, if we use it after the subject, we're emphasizing on the subject. If we use it after the object, we're emphasizing on the object. So if I say, I myself saw Tom, it means that I saw him myself. I didn't hear about it. And if I say that I saw Tom himself, it means that it wasn't his brother, it was Tom himself.
I mean is sometimes we say I do saw, I do see.
Well, that's a completely different thing. We're talking about emphatic pronouns. You're talking about the emphatic do, does, and did. We're going to be talking about that separately. All right. There is one more usage of these type of pronouns, and that is by saying that something you have done yourself without anybody's help. Neda is not here, but the other day she wrote an excellent essay, and I asked her, did your husband help you? Her husband writes very well, and she said, no, I wrote it by myself. So when we use by before these pronouns, it means alone and without anyone's help. She said, I wrote this by myself. It means that nobody helped me. I wrote it by myself. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Did you stop that?